Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce the arrival of the Honorable Governor. We extend a hearty welcome to the Honorable Governor to the seminar on Tamil Nadu's growth and employment agenda in the journey towards developed India at 2047, Viksit Bharat at 2047. We extend a hearty welcome to Prof.S.Mahendra Dev, Chairman, Economic Advisory Council, Government of India. We extend a hearty welcome to Professor Alak N. Sharma, Director, Institute for Human Development, New Delhi, and President, Indian Society of Labour Economics. We humbly request all our dignitaries to kindly rise up for the national song Vande Mataram, followed by national anthem, followed by Tamil Thai Varthu.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayaj Sheetalam, Shashya Shyamala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Suprajotsna Pulakitayamini, Fullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadura Bhashini, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Koti Koti Kanta Kala Kala Ninada Karale, Koti Koti Bujay Drita Kar Karwale, Ke Bole Ma Tumi Abhole, Bhagubala Darini Namami Tarini, Ripudala Varini Mataram, Vande Mataram. Tumi Vidya, Tumi Dharma, Tumi Kriti, Tumi Marma, Tvam hi pranaha sharire, Bahute Tumi ma shakti, Hridaye Tumi ma bhakti, Tomare pradima ghati mandire mandire, Vande Mataram. Tvam hi Durga dasha praharana tarini, Kamala Kamala dala viharini, Vani Vidya dayini, Namami Tvam Namami Kamala Mamala Atula Sujalam Sufalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shamalam Sharalam Sushmita Bhushita, Dharani Bharani Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Janagana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata, Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga, Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga, Uchala Jaladi Taranga, Tava Shubha Name Jahe, Tava Shubha Ashisha Mange, Gahe Tava Jaya Gata, Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya जय 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 हे நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரிதனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
We humbly request all our dignitaries to kindly take your respective seats. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to pay floral tribute to the portrait of Bharat Mata. We also request our dignitaries on dais to join in the floral tributes. Thank you, sir. We now request the Honorable Governor to light the traditional lamp, the Kuttuvilakku. We also request our dignitaries to join in lighting the traditional lamp, the Kuttuvilakku. Thank you, sir. Prof.S.Mahendra Dev, an eminent economist and one of India's foremost experts on development and public policy. Professor Dev is currently the chairman of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister. Earlier, he served as the director and vice chancellor of the Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research, Mumbai, for 12 years, and as the chairman of the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Professor Dev has advised several national and international organizations, including the World Bank, UNDP, FAO, ILO, UNICEF, and IFPRI, and has served in leadership roles in several professional economic associations. His contributions have been recognized with numerous honors, including the prestigious Malcolm Etsasia Award. We are indeed privileged to have with us a scholar whose research and policy work have had a lasting impact on India's development discourse. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Professor S. Mahendra Dev amidst a big round of resonating applause. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Professor Alek N. Sharma, Professor and Director of the Institute for Human Development, New Delhi. Professor Sharma is a distinguished economist whose work has significantly advanced research on employment, labor markets, livelihoods, poverty, and inclusive development. Over a career spanning more than 25 years, He has led numerous research projects, authored and edited 15 books, and published extensively in leading journals. He has served as a consultant to organizations such as the ILO, UNDP, and the World Bank, and has contributed to employment and development policy through several high-level government committees. He is also widely recognized for his leadership in strengthening the Indian Society of Labor Economics and the Institute for Human Development as leading institutions in labor and development research. We now humbly request the Honorable Governor to felicitate Professor Alak N. Sharma. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we now humbly request the respected Secretary to the Honorable Governor, Thiru Sajjan Singh Archavan, IAS, to deliver the context setting and the welcome address.
Respected Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar sir, Professor S. Mahendra Dev sir, who is the Chairman Economic Advisory Council to Honorable Prime Minister of India, Professor Alek N. Sharma sir, Director Institute of Human Development and President Indian Society of Labor Economics, distinguished academicians, policymakers, representatives from industry, members of civil societies, ladies and gentlemen, அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். So our today's topic is with respect to the Viksit Bharat 2047. So by 2047, India aspires to become a developed nation, achieving the aspirations that will require not only the higher GDP growth rate, but also the higher productivity, greater innovation, and millions of the quality employment opportunities for people of India. And Tamil Nadu has a pivotal role to play in this national journey, and Tamil Nadu can act as a force multiplier to achieve this objective. So it is my privilege to extend warm welcome to all of you for this seminar on Tamil Nadu's growth and employment agenda on journey towards Viksit Bharat. I extend my special welcome to Honorable Governor, and I also warmly welcome Professor M. Mahendra Dev and Professor Alak N. Sharma, whose distinguished contribution have already greatly enriched economic research and public policy in India. So vision of Viksit Bharat 2047 calls for sustained economic growth, higher productivity, technological advancement, inclusive development, and above all the creation of the quality employment opportunities. So Tamil Nadu has a unique position in overall setting. So as India's second largest state economy and contribute close to 9.4% of the national GDP, despite accounting for only 4% of the geographical area in India and 6% of the India's population. So with GSDP exceeding 31 lakhs crore, a diversified economy, strong manufacturing base, and the vibrant service sector and skilled workforce, Tamil Nadu has emerged as one of the India's leading growth engine for achieving the overall national objectives. So, building on these strengths, Tamil Nadu has articulated ambitious target of becoming US $1.5 trillion dollar economy over the next decade. And achieving this aspiration will require sustained investment, innovation, and high productivity and industrial competitiveness. So, this seminar provides important platform for all the policymakers, economists, academicians, industry leaders, researchers, and civil society to deliberate on the sustained rapid economic growth while ensuring the growth remains inclusive and employment intensive. So I am confident that this deliberation will generate valuable insight and practical policy recommendation, and that will contribute both Tamil Nadu's development agenda and India journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047. With this word, I extend Once again, warm welcome to all our distinguished guests and participants. And this seminar definitely will be fruitful in achieving the aims and objectives. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now humbly welcome the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu to deliver the inaugural and presidential address on the seminar.
Vanakkam. I know you are waiting for Prof.S.Mahendra Dev ji and not for me. I will not mistakenly, she has said that presidential address, it will not be more than 5 to 7 minutes. I welcome all of you here for this very first function in the Lok Bhavan. On this occasion, I am sharing the dais with Shri Mahendra Dev ji, who is the Chairman of Economic Advisory Council to Honorable Prime Minister of India, Professor Alek Sharma ji, who is Director of Institute of Human Development, New Delhi, and President of Indian Society of Labor Economics, Shri Sajjan Singh R. Chauhan, who is Secretary to me here. In the audience, all of you here who are very highly placed dignitaries, well-honored dignitaries in the city. Many of you are eminent industrialists, economists, lawyers, social thinkers, and all that we have in our city here. All of you here, I welcome all of you on behalf of Lok Bhavan. As I said, this is a first time that we are trying to have one lecture of a prominent person here. How the economy of our country runs, it moves ahead, what it wants to achieve. Not only the economy itself, but the Prime Minister of India, what he has in mind about the country, about the economy. As was mentioned that by the year 2047, Viksit Bharat, developed India, is a goal that has to be achieved by all of us. How we can do it? Today's lecture will certainly tell us what are the position today, where we are, and where we want to go. More than that, how we want to go. That is the lecture that will be what we will be hearing from this prominent person like Mahendra Dev ji. We all understand that Viksit Bharat will not be a dream now anymore. It will be a reality after few years. Only because of our efforts. If we put ourselves into those happenings, if we put ourselves into all those that flow, it is certainly a reality. And after few years, by the year 2047, that is by about 20 years from now, we will be just witness to it. But we just don't want to be mute witness. We are not mute spectators. What will be my active role in it? That has to be decided, that has to be defined. And that is the reason why this particular today's lecture is based on this topic. How our Tamil Nadu can contribute towards it. Because I believe Viksit Tamil Nadu is very much necessary. Route to Viksit Bharat passes through Viksit Tamil Nadu. So that developed Tamil Nadu will be contributing towards developed India. How we can contribute towards developed Tamil Nadu? That is the question. We will have to put ourselves into all that mechanism, all in that mission, and we will have to work for this. This is for the first time that we have arranged this such lecture, and I am very happy and really I am thankful for all of you having present yourself here for this very first attempt of ours. We are planning to have every month one such lecture in Lok Bhavan so that we'll have some interaction with you. And Lok Bhavan, as it is called Lok Bhavan, it is not now no more Raj Bhavan. It is a Lok Bhavan. So the Lok, the people, the public, they should have interaction with this particular Bhavan. It is your Bhavan. I in fact invite some suggestions from you. What are the topics that we have to have here for a lecture on which we can have deliberation? What else, in what way we can contribute towards this? I really expect your suggestions for this. Today's lecture will certainly give us a good input for our food for thought, not only food for thought, but for action for thoughts. So all those actions will be based on this. In near future, we all are aware and we are in fact awaiting for the Viksit Bharat, the dream of that. I will not take much of your time and I will certainly close myself from here. I will sit there just to again have more inputs for me and all of you. Thank you. Vanakkam. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. We now humbly welcome Prof.S.Mahendra Dev, Chairman, Economic Advisory Council to the Honorable Prime Minister, to deliver the keynote address.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Rajendra Vishwanath Arlekar ji, Professor Alak Sharma, Mr. Sajjan Singh Chavan, and friends. First, let me thank Honorable Governor and other organizers for inviting me to this important seminar on Viksit Bharat and the Tamil Nadu economy. So it's an honor and privilege to address you at all at this seminar. And also I should compliment Honorable Governor and Lok Bhavan for they want to organize every month this kind of seminars. On this occasion, first, I will briefly mention about India's journey towards Viksit Bharat and then discuss elaborately on the Tamil Nadu economy. Today, you all know we stand at the crossroads of a historical transition in the global economy. India facing external shocks like the West Asia energy supply disruption and also rapid technological advancement in AI, rising trade and investment uncertainties, climate change challenges, and the immediate El Nino weather event. These are the challenges. But Indian economy is resilient due to our policies in spite of these global uncertainties. Every emerging and developing economy has stagnated or reduced growth in the past year. However, growth in India has remained resilient. India continues to be the fastest growing major economy with a consistent real growth in the last 3 years of about 7.3% per annum. The West Asia war will have impact on growth and inflation. In fact, Reserve Bank of India's projections show that in this financial year, that is FY27, India will have a growth of around 6.6 this year and inflation of about 5.1, assuming crude oil prices of $95 per barrel. I think the growth could be closer to 7% this year if there are no further escalations in the war, escalation in West Asia, and crude oil average price would be lower than the $95 per barrel. The center and states collectively as a nation adopted policies that have smoothed the advanced effect of these disruptions to achieve the goal of inclusive development for all. India with states like Tamil Nadu can take this opportunity and move towards the Viksit Bharat by 2047. What is Viksit Bharat? There are three goals of Viksit Bharat. One is to become a developed nation in terms of per capita income. Second is inclusive growth, because growth is not only high, but it should be distributed among most of the sections of the population. Here, inclusive growth, quality of employment is very important, and also the human development, health, education, skills. That can reduce inequalities. Third one is to achieve these two goals of growth, inclusiveness. We need to keep in mind sustainable and resilient, climate resilient goals. So these are the three goals of Viksit Bharat. It doesn't mean only achieving the high per capita income. And also aspirations of younger population is important, because a baby born in 2026 will be 21 years, he or she, by 2047. So what are the aspirations of this 21 girl or boy? So we have to keep in mind the goals of Viksit Bharat. Then for achieving goal of becoming a developed country by 2047, we need to have 7 to 8% growth per annum. There are many sources of growth to achieve Viksit Bharat, but two important sources are investment and exports. Investments, we need to have, right now we have 30 to 33% of GDP, but we need more private investment to come to 34-35% of GDP to become 7 to 8%, to get 7 to 8% growth. Because government cannot alone keep on increasing capital expenditure. So private sector has to increase investment. The second, of course, exports, because no country can achieve without reasonable exports growth, the 7 to 8% growth. The other sources of growth are, one is, of course, the rise in human capital and skills and innovations, because innovations can lead to higher growth in any country, and which can increase efficiency and inclusiveness. Second is the young population with a median age of 28 years, compared to aging population of other countries, like 50 is the Japan, and 40 in US, and 38 in China. Third is increasing urbanization. Tamil Nadu is also an urbanized state. We need, because by next decade or so, India will be having 50% urban population. Fourth is women's labor force participation rates, because in India it's about women's labor force participation rates are about 39% now, but world average is 50%. So if we can increase the participation to 50%, our GDP can be increased. Lastly, the fast-growing digital economy and AI can increase the GDP. The Honorable Prime Minister talked about Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is the answer for the global uncertainties. India has undertaken several reforms in the last decade, particularly in the last 2 years. They're calling it Reform Express. So it will lead to ease of doing business and also ease of living. Atmanirbhar Bharat and Swadeshi doesn't mean we are going back to pre-1991 years. It means increase in competitiveness and increase in the quality. That's what the Honorable Prime Minister always mentions. We should increase the competitiveness and also the quality of their products so that domestic users can get, but also the exports can be more competitive and quality, high quality. So that is important for private sector and all the sections of the society. So India is encouraging competitive and cooperative federalism. States play a major role in achieving Viksit Bharat for India. And the contribution of Tamil Nadu, as mentioned earlier, in achieving this goal for the country is important. So rest of my speech will focus on Tamil Nadu economy, and later we can have discussion on this Tamil Nadu and India. So where the state has done well and where there is scope for improvement, and how it can map its future policies and strategies through robust growth and employment agenda in the journey towards Viksit Bharat at 2047. First, Tamil Nadu should plan for Viksit Bharat at 2047, because right now they don't have a plan for how much the target for 2047, what are the targets, how many trillion they should achieve. They have 1 trillion, 1.5 trillion by 2035, but not 2047. So the first thing they should plan, what are the targets for 2047, not only the per capita income, but also on employment and those kind of issues. So Tamil Nadu has established itself as one of the, coming to first growth, economic growth and structural transformation of Tamil Nadu. So it's one of the fastest growth in Indian states, but sustaining momentum is important towards 2047. In fact, some of the studies showed earlier it had high growth, 10% growth during 2005 to 2011-12, but declined to around 6% or so during 2012-13 to 22-23. But in the last 2 years, it grew again. It's in fact 24-25, it's about 11%, Tamil Nadu's real GDP growth. And then, in fact, early estimates of 25-26 show that Tamil Nadu has continued its growth momentum and growing at 13% or so in the early estimate show. And in 10 to 11% in nominal and real terms, 13-15% in nominal and 10 to 11% in real terms. So this is a positive and welcoming transformation. However, Tamil Nadu operates on an accelerated trajectory because people expect more, because it's a relatively upper middle income country. So it has to continue its growth. As it has per capita gross state domestic product about 4 lakhs, approximately $4,400 in 2024-25. So broadly, the state is at the bottom threshold of World Bank's upper middle income country. Upper middle income country, according to World Bank, is $4,500. In fact, Dr. Rangarajan and Shanmugam estimated that Tamil Nadu would need 9% real growth to reach 1 trillion by 2033-34. So, on 1.5 maybe slightly, after a few years. As I mentioned, Tamil Nadu should have first target for Viksit Bharat also. I don't know how much, 1.5 they are saying by 2035 or 2036, maybe 2047, 4 trillion, or whatever the number they have to estimate. On structure of the economy, you all know structural transformation happened that has led to the development of many countries, from agriculture to industry, services. Tamil Nadu service sector, like India, is high at 54% of GDP. Secondary sector, which is manufacturing, construction and all, 33%. Primary sector contributes only 13%. So more encouragingly, the most recent year show a revival across industry, manufacturing, back into double-digit growths, 14% or so. and then secondary sector about 13%, and services in double digits, 11%. So Tamil Nadu's growth story is now is substantially a question of maintaining this higher momentum in the next 20 years or so to achieve the Viksit Bharat. So such an expansion needs productive gains. Regarding overall approach on agriculture, we have to move beyond production approach. So three things are needed agriculture. One is focusing on post-harvest activities and marketing. Second, food and agro-processing for higher incomes and employment. Third is that small farmers. There are 86% are small farmers. So how do you help them in input and output markets? We require FPOs, farmer producer organizations, and cooperatives for organizing them. So again, throughout value chain, we have to keep in mind sustainability and climate resilience. On industry, the state has one of the broadest and deepest manufacturing base of any other Indian state. It accounts for roughly 12% of national manufacturing value added and ranks first in the number of registered factories. Its strength is its diversification across several established clusters rather than dependence on a single industry. For example, automobiles and components, textiles and apparel, leather and footwear, and electronics, semiconductors, and electric vehicles. But we have to move towards new industries like technology related, like semiconductors, chips, and also some of the other states have pharmacy. Pharmacy sector also one can develop Telangana, Hyderabad, they have. So one can develop pharmacy also. So this base is supported by one of the largest registered MSMEs sectors in the country, third by number, and about 62 lakh enterprises in Tamil Nadu of MSMEs. It is also supported by a policy framework like we had new industrial policy of 2021 in Tamil Nadu, and more recent policies for semiconductors, advanced electronics, and electric vehicles. And also the state must leverage its advanced manufacturing capabilities and move up the value chain to capture higher margins along with expanding current lower value chain industries to maintain broad-based employment generation. Also, again, I mentioned that it use the new technologies much more now along with the aspirations of the younger generation with high education level of the Tamil Nadu economy. On regional variations within the state, the district per capita income shows that districts like Tiruvallur, Erode, and Coimbatore have high per capita income, while on the other hand, districts like Perambalur, Tiruvarur, and Villupuram have lower per capita income. So inequalities in per capita income should have to be reduced over time. Now I come to the employment. As I mentioned, Viksit Bharat doesn't mean achieving growth. It also means achieving better quality employment. The latest data for the year 2025 shows the following. The worker participation rates for 15 years and above was 60% for Tamil Nadu and All India 57%. So slightly higher than All India. Female participation rates for Tamil Nadu is much higher, 46% compared to 39% for All India. Tamil Nadu can increase female participation to the world average for Viksit Tamil Nadu. Turning to employment, the overall unemployment are more or less similar, about 3% in All India and Tamil Nadu. But the youth unemployment is higher than All India. Youth unemployment in Tamil Nadu is 14%. and all India it's about 9.9%. Why it is higher in Tamil Nadu? Because unemployment is concentrated among the educated youth. Because poor are too poor to be unemployed. So if you see the bottom thing, unemployment is very low. So they will have some tea shop or something other. Whereas educated unemployed, they will wait for the jobs to get better jobs. So that's why we have 14% in unemployment in Tamil Nadu compared to 9.9 in all India. On structural transformation in employment, the share of agriculture in employment is much lower in Tamil Nadu compared to all India. Tamil Nadu share is only 27% in employment, whereas all India 43% of workers are in agriculture. So it's more structural transformation in Tamil Nadu compared to all India. Share of industry also in total employment is 33%, while in share in services is about 40%. So which is much less than all India and some of the other states. So that way it has structural transformation, something happened, but still we can reduce the share in agriculture. So this has 5 critical implications for the growth and employment agenda. First, the state must maximize the productivity of its existing workforce through reskilling and technological upgrading. The alignment of skills with the demands of Industry 4.0, automation, artificial intelligence, and advanced robotics requires continuous institutional recalibration and reskilling, etc. Second, it must raise the female labor force participation rates. And third, it must focus on reducing youth and educated unemployment and improve employability, because we are producing graduates and other things, but employability should be matched to the requirements of industry and other skill development projects. And also, fourth, it must expand institutional mechanisms to employ workers through greater focus towards broad-based employment generation schemes, MSMEs, and export promotion, a greater industry through PLI adoption, and vital integration into global logistics and supply chains. And also India has now lots of FTAs with UK, EU, the New Zealand, Oman, and now US also soon will have. So Tamil Nadu has to participate in some of these opportunities for exports, and also imports also will be there. So the state should participate. Some of this, of course, already being done, because Tamil Nadu ranks second in the NITI Export Preparedness Index. Even the labor code reform by the center ensures flexibility for employees and safeguarding employees' rights. So better to implement labor code reforms fast in Tamil Nadu also. Tourism, of course, is another sector where employment can be created in Tamil Nadu. Another one is foreign direct investment also has to be promoted for economic growth and employment. On FDI absorption, Tamil Nadu has increased its share of gross equity FDI inflows from 5% to 8%. It should continue to work with the union government and incoming investors to facilitate greater conversion of these committed things to actual implementation. The state should now strive for larger projects and investor concerns through greater digitalization, streamlining governance, and speed of doing business. That is important to invite FDI and all. And also R&D. R&D, you all know that in India, it's lower compared to many other countries. So state should, private sector also should participate in that. So greater ease of doing business reforms will have a positive impact on Tamil Nadu and ensure greater competitiveness. Now I come to the inclusive kind of another one, the health education and human capital. There Tamil Nadu is doing well. First Tamil Nadu's health indicators show, they've invested in public health infrastructure. So it broadly comparable to the upper middle income threshold of other countries. So life expectancy is 73, infant mortality 11 per 1,000 births, and maternal mortality 25. So it is near upper middle income country averages, ahead of India's average. And also the fertility rate is about 1.3, the TFR, is below the high income average of 1.5. So it has done well in this. But these outcomes are not merely statistical achievements, they translate directly into economic productivity, because that one has to keep in mind, because they are not only for its own sake, that will also increase the productivity, the human capital. However, the aging demographic profile introduced new challenges in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, some of the states. So rising demand for geriatric care, non-communicable diseases management, the pension obligations. So state has to be prepared for these old age population, and healthcare system also for them. So while the quantitative indicators have been achieved, quality moving forward must reflect an upper middle income country. On education, Tamil Nadu has largely solved the access problem in education and must now focus on quality and relevance. The gross enrollment ratios for elementary education, secondary, are above 95, 96, or even 98. Higher education gross enrollment ratio exceeds 50%, which is already mentioned by new education policy. It should be done by 2035, but Tamil Nadu has already achieved that. And Tamil Nadu's engineering education ecosystem, with over 500 engineering colleges, provides a substantial pipeline for knowledge economy. However, the alignment between education input and labor market demand remains imperfect, because as discussed above. So closing the remaining distance to a high income profile in longevity, child nutrition, tertiary education, and female participation must be achieved before the aging of the population raises dependency burden. Coming to energy security, because energy security has become more important now with the global challenges and all, particularly the geopolitical issues. It has become a national security now, the energy security. So we have to transition towards renewable energy, and Tamil Nadu should be pioneer in this, the wind capacity and solar integration, setting, to achieve the targets. Because there we need decarbonization, affordability, and reliability. Tamil Nadu's industrial consumers require uninterrupted, competitively priced power. So we need to move towards transition, and also, of course, we can't completely remove the coal-based immediately. After some time, we have to transition to renewable energy. As I mentioned earlier, the Tamil Nadu is one of the most urbanized state. So turning to urbanization, the urban centers are the primary engines of economic growth. Yet they operate with constrained institutional capacity. So current estimates using satellite-based methodologies, Economic Survey 25-26 said states' urbanization could be estimated around 53 to 55%. Now, the Tamil Nadu is one. And also it has unique distributed urban network. Unlike Maharashtra, dominated by Mumbai, or Karnataka, dominated by Bangalore, Tamil Nadu has multiple cities of significant economic weight: Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, Tirupur, Tiruchirappalli, and Salem. So this polycentric urbanization pattern provides resilience and distributes economic opportunity more broadly. However, the governance architecture has not kept pace with the urban reality, because states want decentralization up to state level. The center should distribute to states, but they should also distribute to local councils, to urban councils, they should have more money, because compared to China and many other countries, India, the distribution to local councils is less. I mean, they says, capacity is not there, sir, for them and all. But unless you give funding and all, it's a chicken and egg problem. So you have to give funds and also capacity, improve the capacity. Because as urbanization improves, you have to have more decentralization to urban councils. Because if they have freedom, they can spend more and also execute more. Now, I come to the last fiscal health policy for performance. You must have seen the white paper. I don't have to mention, the details about the white paper. It says the outstanding debt is at 28% of GSDP, 10 lakh crores total liabilities, but including PSUs, it's about 13 lakh crores, the debt. Fiscal deficit is at 3.5%. Interest payments absorb 23% of revenue receipts and 35% of own tax revenue. But state capital expenditure is also around 1.6% of GSDP, whereas all India level it's about 3% of GSDP. So we have to increase the state own tax revenues, also some issues, and also capital expenditure we have to improve. Even Niti Aayog came out with fiscal health index. It says Tamil Nadu's rank is 13 out of 18 states. So that is one area one has to concentrate. States' own tax revenue is good, but we have to improve further. So Tamil Nadu's robust economic growth can allow a mitigation of many of these fiscal constraints. First, the solution is to focus efforts to stopping revenue leakages and ensuring greater GST and other revenue mobilization. Second, faster growth will allow a greater denominator effect, because that will have a nominal growth. If it is higher, we'll have more revenue receipts. Third, an effort to control revenue expenditure and reallocate finances towards greater capital expenditures with the aim to maintain a 3% of GSDP level within the next 3 to 5 years. The other one is, these welfare programs. We call economists and others call freebies. So that many states are doing. These welfare programs are important for the poor and other vulnerable sections, but there should be a limit and also a balance between welfare programs and development programs. Otherwise, short term, maybe they may be helpful, but in the medium long term, with development, infrastructure, human capital, you can't spend more on health, education, those things. So there should be a balance between the two. And also, as I mentioned, while having these goals, sustainability and climate change, we are always to keep in mind, because that is the global reality or Indian reality. So sustainability practices, for example, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan said in 1968 itself, don't be greedy for short-term gains, because that time Green Revolution and all happened. So he said that don't use too much fertilizer per hectare and all. That will ruin the soil thing. So long-term gain is more important. He warned in 1968 itself. Finally, on data and governance, because data has become a now gold mine. Wherever you have, so data should be collected, used for governance, because one way is to have district level monitoring of what is happening to the Viksit Bharat goal, value added in each sector, agriculture, manufacturing. So we can involve collectors at other district level, even the politicians like MLAs and MPs in that constituency of districts, so that all can contribute to this value added employment, these goals. To conclude, as I mentioned, the first Tamil Nadu should have a plan for Viksit Bharat at 2047, because right now they don't have goals of how many trillions we have to achieve. The state possesses formidable advantages: a diversified industrial base, strong human development indicators, a distributed urban network, and demonstrated execution capacity. I mean, bureaucracy and all relatively, they're good compared to some of the states, the Tamil Nadu bureaucracy. However, it also faces binding constraints: a closing demographic window, the old age population is also increasing, high youth unemployment, fiscal stress, an energy sector in transition, and urban governance institutions to tune with the Viksit Bharat goal. So the state also has to keep in mind global challenges, as it is more globalized state, because its exports and other things also contributes. So, and set against international benchmarks, Tamil Nadu's output structure compared well, while the employment structure and productivity, there is a room for improvement. So growth and employment agenda must be understood as an integrated framework where fiscal discipline enables capital investment attracts private enterprise generates employment, and employment sustains consumption. So breaking this chain at any point leads to stagnation. So the seminar should not only deliberate on whether Tamil Nadu can achieve Viksit Bharat status, but also an institutional and policy conditions that are needed to realize the potential. And also, we have to keep in mind, as I mentioned, the 21-year-old boy or girl by 2047. What are their aspirations going to be, new technologies, those things. The state's policymakers, economists, and industry representatives who gathered here have a shared responsibility to ensure Tamil Nadu's growth is not merely rapid, but durable. This high growth one had to maintain, not merely impressive in aggregate, but also inclusive in distribution. The path to 2047 is long, but Tamil Nadu's starting position is among the strongest in the country. The base is strong. The question is whether the state will deploy this advantage with the discipline and vision that the present movement demands. So the state can contribute a lot to the, as Honorable Governor also mentioned, to the country's Viksit Bharat by realizing its potential. To end on All India, what we want to achieve Viksit Bharat by 2047, our 100th year of India's independence, is not unique. In the history of a nation, there comes a turning point. Some nations which have developed themselves leveraging a turning point in their history are Germany, Japan, Singapore, South Korea, and many of the other Asian countries. Now it is India's turning point. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now the session is open for questions from the participants. You may raise your hand and we will pass on the mic to you. We request you to introduce yourself.
Sir, namaste. Thanks to my name is Ramesh Sethuraman. I'm a technocrat. Thanks to the Governor and Honorable Governor and his office for enabling this opportunity. And whatever the points you have spoken about, great points. But I would like to touch upon something that is a little bit practical from moving forward perspective. You were exactly touching upon the R&D budget. So today, you were talking about the youth coming out of the colleges, especially the engineering students coming out of our state. What are the colleges we have? They are all aiming at getting into a job and not aiming at generating a job. So the mindset, unfortunately, is that way. because they lack the confidence to become an entrepreneur, for which the government should provide the support, and for which they need to have an ecosystem for the R&D. I would like to understand what the central government have in terms of vision, other than this schemes, whatever we are talking about. I don't want to get into the detail for obvious reasons, but I seriously would like to understand what vision, more than vision, what action, as Honorable Governor was mentioning, what action you have in place to enable that. Because the second thing is, you have spoken about many points, you have spoken about what the state should do. The question, underlying question is, what the central government is having in pipeline to enable that for the state. Thank you, sir.
You want me to answer or collect some? Yeah. No, I'm asking the organizers. Huh? Yeah, okay. See, R&D budget, they've already announced the 1 lakh crores the central government has done. And even already some of the projects also, research projects also getting distributed under that. The engineering they come out and they want to have wage employment, not the self-employment. But that central government, even the Honorable Prime Minister keeps saying that it's not only providing jobs, but by the government or private sector, but they themselves should be the entrepreneurs, so that self-employment can be created. So the central government plan is to, as mentioned by the government, the Atmanirbhar Bharat is the one of the instruments where we can private sector and others can even the startups. We have many, including unicorns. So that is the policy we are encouraging. But private sector also should come out, because government alone, either central government or state government, even jobs are only 10% compared to the overall employment, the government jobs and all. So the private sector provides the 90% jobs. So they have to become entrepreneurs. And the from the government side, center or state, we create the atmosphere, the support, infrastructure, and the education, health, and those kind of things. But beyond that, government cannot provide all the jobs. It is the can provide some jobs, but it is the private sector and the graduates coming out of these engineering colleges. So the government keeps on supporting the ease of doing business, ease of living, these things. And in a big way, now, the Rajiv Gauba committee is also looking at most of the impediments for industry and in the departments. So even state level, the current cabinet secretary is looking into this. So all these things will facilitate the youth employment, and also the technology, digital technology, other technologies also can make it.
Namaste, sir. My name is Natarajan Raman. I am a CEO of a AI company. We employ 150 people. I've been always wanting to reach out and ask about the impact of AI, and thanks to Governor for organizing this seminar, because I never thought I would be able to ask you this question directly. Mr. Vembuji is also here, so it's an apt question that I wanted to ask. The last hire, the 15 or 20 hires I have done in my company have all been models. The primary vision of we starting the company was to generate employment. Right now, the way the AI is, right, especially the way the coding job is, because if you look at TN, sir, the Tamil Nadu has been like right from 98 to 2000 and this, whatever we are today, it's because of IT. It's because of the services business, and because of the IT, the economy actually grew, and now all of us could come from the lower income to the upper middle class and all this. Now I'm really worried because out of these 500 engineering colleges, lakhs of engineers are coming out. Same with states, nearby states as well, like Karnataka, Andhra, and all over India. Where do we find employment for them? Is, it gives me nightmares because, the primary purpose is to serve, to create employment. And that itself is being questioned now. How do you look at it, sir? Because I'm sure you'll have a very big picture, and, you and our Honorable Prime Minister and all of you, the eminent people, would be already thinking about it. I really wanted to know how and we can tackle this together. And what do you see, how we can play a role in that, sir? Thank you.
Thank you. AI and employment, there's a lot of debate. The evidence is still not clear because some people say that AI will replace employment, it will lead to a lot of unemployment and all. But even in the advanced countries, at the lower end, it is displacing. Even semi-skilled also some displacement may be there. But at a higher end, it is creating jobs. So there is no shortcut to that except you skill your employees or the other employers to the new realities. Otherwise, we'll be left behind. So the answer is to how do you prepare your workforce to the new technologies, and the both government as well as the private sector have a role in that. How to prepare the workforce for this thing. So I don't think it will replace the entire thing. Maybe back end people some replacement. You are right that a lot of engineering graduates and others coming out, they are eager to know what are the employment AI impact on employment. So, but globally as well as the literature shows that advanced countries may be some more replacement, but in India still we have seen some. In fact, some literature says that some are wanted to remove employment, but they are saying it's due to AI. But so blaming AI for everything. So, but apart from that, we need to prepare our working population to AI and new technologies.
Good evening, sir. Yeah.
Sir, I am Sundaram. Basically, I'm a chartered accountant. I am the National Chief of the Economic Cell of RSS. For your information, the capital has started moving towards where land and labor is available. Now the industries, government industries from Tirupur, from Coimbatore, even from Madurai, now they are putting up plants in Orissa because of the non-availability of labor in Tamil Nadu, and also because of the cheap land cost. So Tamil Nadu should take note of this. And number two, COVID and technology has decentralized a substantial portion of economic activity. Now I think the time has come for economists like you to view de-urbanization as a sign of development and not urbanization. Here, Sridhar Vembu is sitting here. He has already demonstrated the power of putting up district-based development, and he has transformed Tenkasi itself. Number three, Tamil Nadu is a very, very vibrant state. I have been watching this for the last 30 years at least. Yeah. If you go to Tirupur, the present size of Tirupur economy is $35 billion. And they want to take it to $100 billion by the year 2030. And many districts are working like this. Mm. So I am very confident that Tamil Nadu will be able to achieve a goal of 1 trillion economy by 2030 or 31. So the demand is right. Sridhar can say something about his what all he wants. Sridhar Vembu is here.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Sir, the question about AI and jobs.
Yeah.
So like you said, the evidence is not so strong that there's a lot of jobs lost, but the expectation, for example, we have not hired a single engineer in the last year. That is the problem. That's concerning. And it is looking like the productivity gain in software is going to be high. And so that means that we can grow, our revenue is growing. We don't need more people in development. That is the current status, and it's worldwide, it's true. All the companies. That's why even in the US, this is now hiring has stopped in most of software. That is going to be a challenge for a lot of the engineers coming out, because who is going to hire them then? But that's why we are broadening our investment into medical instruments and other areas, because we are running a massive deficit in medical instruments. If you go to hospital, most of the equipment is imported. So the way I see the problem, what you said is, we look at the hospitals, look at all of the automobile components, all of this. Those are all things our engineers should be making. We have the engineering workforce, and that's why we are investing in power tools. We are investing in right now the measurement instruments. Take, for example, you go to any factory, the test and measurement instruments are imported. Those are things our engineers can design. So we have to broaden our technology base beyond only software. That's why they call it bits to atoms. But the atoms that are intelligent atoms, that means the atoms that are infused with bits so that they are intelligent. I think robotics is, of course, the high end of it, but everywhere, medical instruments can be more smarter. So I think that is the challenge I see. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Sribdar's point, I mean, I agree that employment still, we have to, it's an issue. The even semi-skilled economist also mentioned semi-skilled also are getting affected, because earlier we thought skilled won't be affected, but so it's an issue. But you are also right that productivity will increase, because productivity in agriculture, health, education, because education, it gives a personalized education. AI can. So in that way, productivity, there is no dispute on that. But employment, what should be done? I mean, I don't have a clear-cut answer for that, but we have to prepare our people and also diversify, as you said, thing. On the other questions, deurbanization, that's why I mentioned in my lecture the rural agro processing and those kind of things are important. And many young people also now attracted to even organic farming and other things. So the rural industries also. But urbanization gives, you can have at one place many of the things. So we can have clusters at one place, also some places. But we can encourage rural industrialization. And land labor, non-availability of land with, density of population and other demands, the land availability and, of course, labor depends on the wages and other things. So that, of course, even Europe and other countries depend on the migration for some of the labor things. That's an issue thing. Whereas in India, from Bihar and UP, other states, we are getting to South India. And then, but if Orissa is cheaper or something, some people may go there, but still Tamil Nadu, as he mentioned, that Tirupur, I have been there. That's a very vibrant economy.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. This is Selvam.
Ravi from Toklak Raiders Club. I have two questions to you. One is where I want your opinion, and the second is where I'm trying to suggest you. Is Tamil Nadu taking the traditional way and so it will succeed? Or it is venturing out and so it will succeed? Or it is just enjoying the forefathers' excellent thing of, what's your opinion on Tamil Nadu's growth? Is that traditional, venturing out, or enjoying?
Traditionally, the base is stronger than many other states because it invested more in human development and also industries. And also, whichever government is there, the bureaucracy works better than other states. For example, midday meal scheme works whichever government is there. Similarly, many other schemes. The thing. So that way, the traditional thing should continue. The high-end economy, but also venture the new ones because as I mentioned, this 21-year-old person. So to move towards new technology and even in industries, new things and industrial things also we need to move towards this. So answer is that traditionally we should have continue our high base, but also in order to continue the growth and also higher growth, we need to venture into new ones.
I have a one-line suggestion that
Yeah.
is related to the civil construction.
Yeah.
We are talking about cap expenditures, and India is doing good.
Yeah.
One of that is construction. India has got fantastic new technologies in construction like precast and other things. But still, if you go to CPWD or NBCC or anyone in the construction business, they still use the convention way of constructing the business. Is that it is a problem? So I wish the new technologies are insisted, at least for what is done more than 100 crores, so that the time is saved and then things has been done. It's just a suggestion before.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. This is Selvam from Tirumudivakam Industrial Estate. Thanks for sharing the the economic indicator. It is very impressive, and it takes a lot of the ideas where we need to focus on. And see, we are a lot of parameters we are comparing with developed countries. The one parameter is the retirement age in India and the developed countries is a huge gap. Okay, so in India, we are in private sector, it comes around 58, and government 60. Whereas the comparing with other nations, developed nation, it's 67. So one thing is, after 60, all the talents, experienced people, we are sending them to home, and we should use that talent, create a cluster of talent pool wherever we can use that experience and knowledge to the industries or any academia thing. We can create a cluster and use that information.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
this is the one thing from our side. Of course, we have unemployment that also need to focus, but we should not leave that experience and knowledge.
Yeah.
This is one suggestion from our side.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Namaste, sir. My name is Suresh Malia. I'm an independent management consultant and an educator and trainer. With regards to Viksit Bharat 2047, as a patriotic, a small little servant, as a sevak, in a small squirrel way, in order to sensitize this, I have taken a small little initiative, that is Viksit Bharat 2047. I have got the theme and title song written, and music is composed and wonderfully rendered by Dr. Rajkumar Bharati. He's a great grandson of Mahakavi Subramanya Bharathiar. With your blessings, I would like to just show it this to around the dignitaries present here.
Yeah, thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
this song has been published in multiple Indian languages so far, such as Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannadam, Hindi, Sanskritam, Marathi, Konkani, Bengali, and Assam. I'm in the process of doing the remaining 7 more languages which are printed in our Indian currency. Now, coming back to the question, one of the way you said, if the child is born in 2026, by 2047, it will be 21 years of age. When I look at the basic education structure, I would look at it this way. The Navodaya school system, Tamil Nadu is the only state that has been deprived of that facility. Now, why can't the government of India explore a possibility of public-private partnership, which means there are enough and more philanthropists are there. They would donate the land and make them as a trustee and create a Navodaya schools. Ever since this scheme got introduced, both the governments in the past, they have deprived in giving the land. So I'm sure private partners can donate the land and government of India can build the school. So it will serve the purpose of what it was. It is a wonderful scheme. But Tamil Nadu is the only state that has been deprived of. I would be detailedly writing a note on this to the concern, but I would like to present it to you first, but I'm sure you are the right person to take it forward in an appropriate forum.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sir, good evening, sir.
No,
My name is Chandrasekhar.
One question at a time. Just General Brar, he is waiting. Since
May I
long
continue,
time.
sir?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
One
thank you.
second.
Good evening, sir. My name is Chandrasekhar. I'm representing a company. I'm a CEO of a company catering to oil and gas sectors and defense sectors and aerospace sectors. So I am also representing a Kakalur Industrial Estate Manufacturers Association, and also I am part of Lahu Diag Bharati state representative. So I have a small concern here. So very recently we had a meeting organized by District Industry Center at Collector Office. So this is regarding converting every industry, every district to be a export hub. But unfortunately, these meetings are being conducted, and every time there is a promise that this meeting will be continued or organized every 3 months. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. And every alternative years or once in a year, it is formally conducted, and thereafter it is concluded. So nothing, no progress is getting over there. So my request is there should be, if at all every district to be converted to the export hub, then there should be some serious steps to be taken in this regard. And moreover, for exporting or making an industry prepared for the export, there are a lot of standards to be followed. And these kind of standards are not aware by so many industries. So there should be some sessions that where these kind of standards to be prepared, and MSME should be aware of these kind of standards. So once the standards are given to the taught to the MSME sectors, they can understand how to export. This is my one concern. And second thing is, like, there are so many small tiny sectors who cannot export, but there should be a consortia formed. This consortia should export a single product, and they can get the products from every small tiny MSME sectors. So these kind of things I have suggested,
Sir,
but nothing is getting over.
Question. Yeah, I request to brief in the question.
Yeah, this is the thing. I want to, if at all we have to become a hub for industrial export hub, then this kind of things should be very seriously taken. That is my question, sir.
Thank you for your suggestion.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Governor and Professor Mahadev. I am Lieutenant General Karmbir Singh Brar. I was GOC Dakshin Bharat area, retired recently, and now I'm a distinguished strategic advisor with IT Madras Research Park. So my question is also coming from the research park, which is actually the IT Madras is the deep tech, not only of Tamil Nadu, but of the country. For Viksit Bharat, defense is very important. So is economic growth and everything, but the common thread which is running is technology. And in technology, it's AI. I think questions have been asked. How does the IT services transform into a AI sovereign nation? So like US, China, they had really dedicated their huge effort. So our idea is, because we have written a paper, and I would seek your this thing, we can forward it to you, that unless we become a sovereign AI nation, it will be difficult to reach Viksit, because AI will be all prevalent in each and everything, including health, medical. And I can give you a gist of that paper, like how UPI has transformed our financial system. We didn't build credit cards. We built UPI, which has overtaken, and it has gone to a street vendor. Same is our idea of developing AI models, which includes inclusive growth. So we like to present that paper, and maybe you can answer on that. And my slightly related question, because it may answer all. I am dealing with a lot of startups. These startups have a lot of talent. So if there has to be a special attention paid to these startups to scale up, because one, if they scale up, they will employ all these IT related guys. And if they become not billion is not a figure, $1 trillion companies, like what OpenAI has done in 3 years, we need, same talent is there. So if they scale up, they will generate growth, they will generate employment, and they will export. So we need to pick up certain startups, because there are so many startups, but at least pick up some of them. I mean, IT Madras has a list of these startups, but they're taking time. So if we can just identify those, maybe I can suggest.
Yeah.
So maybe, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, I mean, India may be behind the large language models, like unlike US and China, but we are now developing some of the things, and the small things scaling up will be useful for broader inclusive growth.
Good evening, sir. So I am Degalisan Chartered Accountant. I have a suggestion on aerospace and defense development in Tamil Nadu. Aerospace defense is a sunrise sector and it has a potential to grow 10x times in the next 10 years. So, and India is the third largest civil aviation market and the fastest growing passenger market in the next 20 years. So we can focus on the southern defense corridor. And you can attract tier 1 companies like Aerospace, Aerostructure, Airbus, Atlantic. And Hindalco's subsidiary Novelis is based in Atlantic, which supplies the aerospace grade aluminum to Boeing, Airbus, and Embraer. So, and we have the bauxite mining facility in Salem. So, TN government can optimize and monetize on the resources here. And we have about 20 engineering colleges offering aerospace courses, 75 on aeronautical engineering. So, academia, industry, and government partnership will really be helpful in improving this defense corridor and aerospace.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion.
Sir, good evening, sir. My name is Abdul. I'm representing CREDAI. I would like to know when Chennai can have its second airport. It doesn't necessarily, second airport for Chennai. It doesn't necessarily.
Second airport.
Airport.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have to be Parandur, but I think we are missing out on opportunities to Bangalore and Hyderabad. I've traveled to so many countries and places, but it really disappointing me to see our airport not scaling up to the international level. And I think we definitely have a scope to improve. Can the central government throw a light on this second airport?
I will inform the aviation minister.
Yes.
Sir, Ramohan Naidu.
Sir, I'm Surya Narayanan. We work on retail automation in India and also in Sweden. So I'm here. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So we work on retail automation in India and in Sweden. So we run close to 170 unmanned stores in Europe, which makes us as the largest unmanned stores in Europe. All the softwares are developed from 3 offices, one in Chennai, one in Podumbu village, Madurai, one in Surapalli village, Salem. So in these offices, the major issue what we face is electricity and stable internet. So we have frequent electricity disruption and unstable internet of late. So do we have any policy to make this electricity and also internet to be more industrial grade and also stable, so that more entrepreneurs can come from the villages itself? Because that's the underlying factor, because we need quality roads. Similar to it, internet and electricity are the basic necessity to make things further upward. So what is your take on that, sir?
The electricity, we have improved a lot over the last 10 years or so. Each household is getting. So the quality of electricity, of course, varies sometimes. So that we have to improve. As I mentioned, energy security has become now a kind of national security kind of. So we have to give the quality energy. All the state governments and others have to do it.
Sir. Good evening, sir. Myself, Vasudevan, President TANSTIA, which is a State MSME Association. First of all, our sincere thanks to Honorable Governor for having such a meeting here in Lok Bhavan. So I'll make it crisp. Again, the R&D, but from MSME perspective. R&D in MSME is not affordable, sir, which is very costly. But for the innovations, yes, we need this. Our suggestions and the expectation from Government of India is to have kind of handholding support or subsidy kind of schemes for the R&D from the MSME. And the second one is the technology upgradation. Earlier we had the TUCS, credit linked subsidy for the technology upgradation, which was helped, but for various reasons, for the last few years it was stopped. But this technology upgradation for the micro and small industries are imperative, sir. It's very important to reach them to the next level on the technology for this thing. So it is again our expectation is for kind of support from Government of India. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, one is support from Government of India. The other is, MSMEs also contribute to the large scale industries. So they can also help the MSMEs. It's not everything government support or something, but the private sector also, the large houses and all, they can also help MSMEs because they benefit from the small industries. Yeah.
My namaskars to Honorable Governor, and namaskars to everybody. Based on all the inputs that you gave, that we want to be de-urbanization and young population and so on. I just noted down a few suggestions. You know, if we
I didn't say de-urbanization. I said urbanization.
extended urbanization. Okay, grassroots focus will definitely provide us with higher participation in contribution to the economy. What I mean by that is, in order for us to have inclusive economy, we can have or create panchayati prosperity parks across all the districts. Even if we have about 8 to 10 panchayati prosperity parks, that will actually create different kinds of products, and we provide them with the market access. It will give them immense interest in participating in the economy, and along with skilling and upskilling and reskilling as well. So this is something that I've been trying to work on, and especially our women, who we can rely upon, of course, and also achieved from 39% to the global standard of 50%. So this is my few bits, and I'd like to present to you that.
Thank you.
Yeah, sir, 1 minute. Yeah.
Sir, good evening, sir, Honorable Governor and the guest of this program. Sir, I am Dr. Ayyakannu. I am here, sir. I am Dr. Ayyakannu, Chairman of All India Manufacturing Organization, AIMO in short. The AIMO was established by Bharat Ratna Sir Vishwanath in 1941. Its headquarters at Mumbai. We have state board. I am heading this Tamil Nadu state board as a chairman. Sir, I have two points. One is the government of India introduced two flagship excellent programs of, one is Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Under that, there are two components, financial incentive. One component, 15,000 rupees and two spelled to the new employee. And the employer, 3,000 rupees per employee, regular employment candidate, for 2 years for service sector, and the manufacturing sector, it is 4 years. Sir, AIMO, we represent the MSME sector. My request is, so we work for, our motto is prosperity through industry. So we are working on three major principles. One is the country economy is based on the industry productivity. Second one is we have to give employment to all the youth in the country. The third one is whatever we earn, it goes to the common citizen to enhance their quality of life. These are three major principles. You are working on that. For MSME sector, these 3,000 rupees per month for manufacturing sector, 4 years you are giving. Sir, if we give the tax rebate for MSME sector, so that is applicable to the large scale industry and the MSME one at the same. My request is that whatever the financial support the government of India giving to the MSME sector, if you give a tax exemption, then it will help the MSME sector to support the financial aspects. That is one thing, sir. Second one, the internship, it is a very excellent scheme of government of India. 2.0 I am talking, sir. Now the internship, 9,000 rupees per candidate per month, government of India fixed the stipend. Out of which 8,100 rupees government of India giving to the employer, okay, for giving the internship. And only employer had to bear only 900 rupees. So the point is here, Tamil Nadu, as you said, it is the largest industrial state. We have the largest factory of 30,000 plus, and MSME also. And the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Ministry of Finance, they limited the 500 fortune industries across the country. So for Tamil Nadu, if you could increase the number of industries in Tamil Nadu, because the students also more coming up, they are seeking the employment, that is internship and further employment, it will help the students to get employment, that is hands-on experience, that help them to get the job after the graduation. So this is my humble request, sir. And the AIMO, we are continuously organizing the techno programs, and July 21 and 21st, in collaboration with the Anna University, we are organizing 2 days conference on Techno 2026. This covers the deliberation on emerging technologies, semiconductor, AI factory, AI agent, all the things will take place. And also the innovation idea also we are parallelly we are running, and job fair also we are doing, and technology exhibition also we are doing it. And the October program,
Can you
we are 1 minute,
restrict to
1 minute. I
questions?
will
Yeah.
commit, sir.
Yeah.
We are preparing the TN Energy 2030. That after that we are going to present a Tamil Nadu Vision 2030 document to the government of Tamil Nadu for marching towards the Viksit Bharat 2047, sir. This is, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your suggestion.
Many
Sir, I
pronouns
am
to
Dr. Santosh Babu, sir, Principal of DG Vaishnav College. Here we have, I thank you for giving the opportunity. Here we are talking about the MSME and other things. When you talk about Viksit Bharat 2047, what he told is very correct. We have to think about the current generation, whether at schooling level or college level. So in the college level, other things where the industry and other people, instead of sitting in the industry, they have to come to the college and they have to talk to the students. And we should have a separate Viksit Bharat cell in each and every institution, so that these are all grown the system. MSME is already there, startup is there. Now currently we are thinking about innovations, design thinking and all these things. For that already Government of India is having a special cell called as Institutional Innovation Council. And also last year in our institution in DG Vaishnav College, we worked on STG. For just like that we started, at the end of the year we found that more than 1,000 programs covered all the 17 STG. But now we found that Institutional Innovation Council is having a research, it is having a startup, it is having a entrepreneurship, it is having a patent. All these things, all the engineering colleges knows very well. But all these things are in papers. But when these things are implemented successfully at the school level and college level means, then this 2047 is very easy for us. So what my humble request is, now we are calling many industry people to the institutions. Now the industry have to come to the institution so that they can contribute to the institution. As DG Vaishnav College, we have a separate space for innovation and other things. And many people are coming. So we have to start from the schooling and colleges. So when you do that, definitely reaching Viksit Bharat 2047 is very easy, sir. So this is my humble suggestion. Thank you.
Good. Madam.
many pronouns to Governor Sir and all the dignitaries on the stage and off the stage. While we travel on the journey towards Viksit Bharat 2047, it's very important for us to focus and regain our strength in fundamental pillars, particularly on children, child nutrition, child psychology, child welfare, and then focusing on healthcare, because 60% of people are still paying out from their packet on healthcare. And then the other one is we talked about low and medium farmers, low and medium class level farmers. So how do we leverage them? How do we motivate farmers? Because agriculture being the backbone of our Indian economy. So leveraging IT, the IT, agentic AI-enabled precisions, IoT missions, and leveraging the technology will help us to support the low and medium level agriculture aspect. So that way we can gain more GDP. That's the second thing. And then coming to the current reality, for a wealthy people, the scorching sun is not at all a matter. But for a low and medium people, laborers, it's pretty much important to focus on the sustainability. So what I would like to urge here is that bring in sustainability in whatever we do. Because now we have all 70% of low and medium companies are having, or they are they are running the business in a metal or in a asbestos kind of a roof. So the laborers are really losing the productivity up to 60%, and this has become a big issue. So how do we focus on sustainability in terms of bringing the green energy and green aspects as well to strengthen the fundamental pillars of our focus on Viksit Bharat? And at the same time, this will help us when we focus on this, strengthening our fundamental pillars, this will definitely help us to leverage technology, physical and mental wellness, as well as, go green effects. This is my thought. And thank you so much for the wonderful 360-degree view of your insights, sir. We really enjoyed. But I would like to, urge Tamil Nadu, as we Tamilians, Tamil Nadu, to focus on this, on strengthening the fundamental pillars, and this will reshape us and come up with a colorful thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's enough.
Thank you. Yeah, there.
Sir, good evening, sir.
What you said, fundamental pillars, are the three goals I mentioned: the Viksit Bharat, the human development, employment, and also sustainability, climate resilience, and then growth. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good evening, sir. And, thank you for the opportunity. I'm Dr. Satish Kumar from Madras Fertilizers. It's a Government of India undertaking. I'm a certified energy manager of Bureau of Energy Efficiency. And regarding this solar, that is energy related, I have to thank Professor Dev for a mini economic survey that is before budget. And this energy related thing, you told that that is solar based things, we have to motivate those things. Instead of doing domestic solar system, we can encourage this community based solar system like that. In Panchayat or small villages, like that we can motivate. We have to form whether, I don't know whether any special policy is there for encouraging this community based solar system. And one slogan is there: one unit of energy saved is equal to 2 units of producing energy. So we have to motivate the energy reduction, that is who are conserving energy, that is electrical energy or the consumption. So we have to motivate them by reducing the charges. This MSMEs we can easily implement in MSMEs. Whereas in heavy industries, we have energy audit and all. For MSMEs, whether they are doing energy audit, I don't know. So we have to we can easily motivate them, MSMEs and all. And regarding this regional imbalance, I think my humble suggestion is we have to focus on Pudukkottai, the Sivagangai and Ramanathapuram districts. So we have to support that region people. Environment and so many utilities are not available there. So we have to focus on that. And this skill development and all, already in the new education policy, we have that professor of practice in the concept. In certain universities, private universities like SA universities and other universities in Chennai, they are having that POP concept. So we have to focus on that. And in MSMEs, this can be implemented as a mentorship like model. So those who are starting a new company, entrepreneurs, we can, one sir told, cluster like technical clusters. Already we are having organizing one tech expert group, some 3,000 to 5,000 technical experts were there. So already they are in association with the CSIR, like research institutions. But the research, our aim is to go, the research has to go to the end user. And the R&D, actually, I'm a PhD in biophysics. So the R&D should be what the industry is required. What are the bottlenecks they are facing? We used to face so many technical issues in Madras Fertilizers. Every time we are not going to IIT or Anna University there. Somehow the previous experienced retired employees, we used to involve them. But we don't have any perfect forum for that.
I request sir to be very brief.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the thing, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One last question.
On solar, we have farmers, encouraging the farmers to have solar things in the farm, so that under that also we can grow crops and all. PM Kusum and all we have. And also the other one, energy saving and all. In fact, on energy, climate change and all, apart from global and domestic policies, we also need to have citizen awareness. We call it lifestyle for environment, which the Prime Minister also encouraging to have. From the individual point of view, how to save, reduce the carbon emissions. So energy saving is one of the things. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one last question we are taking, then we'll continue the program. Please sit, please. Yeah.
Check.
One
Check.
minute.
Good evening, sir. My name is Deepak Swaminathan. I've been in, I'm a first generation entrepreneur. I've done about 5,000 experiential events in across 75 geographies. This is my 27th year in business, first generation. My question is, I'm from the Expo and experiential space. I'm on the chair of experiential events in World Utility Summit and Future Tech Congress. My challenge I face is language not being a barrier for me. I'm able to go to places like Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, or any other location for the exhibition work. In our state, addressing MSME, our universe is a very challenging one. Employment is a challenge, as you said. Second is senior people beyond 60 years of age. Most of them are active, sir. How do we engage them and collaborate is a challenge, sir. We have just, if you say Chennai or Tamil Nadu has 1x of exhibition space, Bangalore has 3x, and Delhi has 10x. If we have exhibition space, all the international or the domestic players will look at Tamil Nadu in a very serious way. And a lot of youngsters can be used in this industry to provide employment. Huge employment can be provided by, building booths, building events. We ourselves have a made in India hybrid virtual event solution, which helped us survive the pandemic. Otherwise, we would have also closed down. Today, we have invested heavily in developing virtual showrooms, thus increasing the shelf life of exhibitions happening in Bharat, Mandapam, and IEM Noida. I designed 8 expos of Arlekar and Delhi, sir. All the inaugurals, the World Utility Summit, I've been able to do. Now we have done a virtual thing. I would humbly request if we can have a expo, larger facility in Tamil Nadu, which can be a great revenue model and a game changer. I humbly request it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for your wonderful suggestions and queries. Thank you. Thank you so much. In the good interest of the time, we now humbly request Professor Alakan Sharma, Director, Institute for Human Development, New Delhi, and President, Indian Society of Labour Economics, to deliver the concluding remarks and the way forward.
Honorable Governor, Sri Arlekar ji, Professor Mahendra Dev, Sri Chauhan, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I extend my, I express my gratitude to Honorable Governor and his staff for inviting us, along with Professor Mahendra Dev, for being here. It was a wonderful seminar, and it is very difficult for me to give some kind of a concluding remarks and way forward to capture the nuances of the lecture Professor Mahendra Dev delivered, and very enriching question and answer sessions. But let me try what I have gathered from this nearly 2-hour seminar. First of all, Tamil Nadu, I think from my own knowledge and from what Professor Mahendra Dev said, and Honorable Governor also in the beginning said, is one of the most unique states in India. It has shown that economic dynamism can take place along with social progress. Tamil Nadu is known for a structural transformation. It is besides the deurbanization debate which was pointed out, with which I, at least, or most of the people in the world, economists don't agree. So most urbanized live urban estates like Delhi and other people, and most industrialized, maybe along with Gujarat, along with this is, Professor Mahendra Dev also said, on social progress, on human development. But at the same time, it provides rich lessons to other states in the country. What lessons can be learned towards achieving? I come from Bihar, whose income is less than 1/3 of the national average. It will be nearly 4.5 times less than the Tamil Nadu. It has no industry. So it provides, this state provides rich lessons to other states in the country. But, these days with technology and all that, the path towards future development has become very, very difficult. Somebody was pointing out that whether we can go through traditional knowledge, what we learn. Earlier, we had a clear-cut path, okay, from agriculture to industry to services. This was the economist way of looking things. Now, industry is technology-driven. Manufacturing is technology-driven. There are so many uncertainty in future. Earlier, it did not happen. It was not so much. So, path has become very difficult. And Professor Mahendra Dev, and in the discussions also many participants said about it. So what should be the next phase of development of Tamil Nadu? I think one point which comes to my mind is that it won't be ordinary manufacturing. You have high-level human development, a skilled workforce. So semiconductor, AI-driven industries, such kinds of highly productive you have to search for. Similar other industries. So it has to be innovative industry, innovative services, not only manufacturing. Tamil Nadu is also good in services. So AI and all that. So this is point one which is coming to my mind. And of course, it will be which give a lot of value addition, not only just for the sake of adding industry. The other thing, but there are several challenges. One challenge, and which Professor Mahendra Dev pointed out, is now demographic window of this state is going to cease very soon. Already its total fertility rate is below replacement rate. Means population will decline, youth bulge will decline. It has huge implications. And this will be a big challenge. What should be the migration policy? Of course, everybody in India, any citizen can migrate to other places. But it creates, in many parts of the country, some of the soils and all that. So what should be an include migration? What should be that? Then aging, again pointed out, many countries now are having older workers. Gone are those days in which you can have only 60 years retirement. Every country is running. Till 70, 75 people are working. So Tamil Nadu has to look for those kinds of solutions also, because, something like 1.3 total fertility rate. But such a low rate, you have achieved some kind of a developed country status, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, in fertility. So along with that, the labor supply, workforce, all these questions will come. And social protection. Your aging population, healthcare budget will increase. So all these challenges, but I said one thing, that older workers are increasing in large numbers in Europe and Western countries. That can be one solution. The other issue, and of course this is going to be a global challenge, not only in Tamil Nadu, is, and many people said about AI, automation, digitalization, and what will be. So obviously, and Professor Mahendra Dev rightly said that there is no consensus about it, whether, but as a whole, earlier technologies, industrial revolutions or IT, they did not destruction of jobs. But here there is a fear also. But at the same time, there is no doubt that there will be constant re-skilling of workers, people, not heard so far in history. Everybody will be required to update, upscale, and mind it, this will be led by cognitive development. So Tamil Nadu has to focus on that. You have to focus not generally technical education, but cognitive development, all-round development, all that. So that path, reskilling, re-skilling, all these things. And lastly, and Professor Mahendra Dev had also said that, there will be huge productivity growth everywhere it is taking place through AI. And it has huge potential, but Tamil Nadu has to, because you have lesser number of workers. You will be aging. So productivity will increase, but it will also have implications for equality. It will have tendency to increase exclusion, inequality. So you have to be prepared for a holistic policy, and mind it, aspirations of the people are increasing. The child born 5 years earlier or born now, their aspirations, they are seeing the whole world. So mind it, when they will see exclusion, they won't be prepared to be excluded. So Tamil Nadu, in the course already, Professor Mahendra Dev said that it is near upper middle income country, means path towards, in terms of per capita income, path towards being developed in terms of only income, if you take. It may happen soon, but maybe before 47, because its growth rate is high, high human development and all that, maybe before 47, 45, 44, 43. But these challenges which I pointed out, they will be there. So I thought that I should highlight those things, and thank you very much. Thanks, Honorable Governor, Mr. Chauhan, other people for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So we thank the Honorable Governor for presiding over the inauguration of the seminar on Tamil Nadu's growth and employment agenda in the journey towards Viksit Bharat at 2047. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Professor S.Mahendra Dev, Chairman Economic Advisory Council, Government of India. Thank you, sir, for the illustrious, your ideas, your suggestions, for the growth of Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much, sir. We thank Professor Alek N. Sharma, Director, Institute for Human Development, New Delhi, and President, Indian Society of Labour Economics. We thank our respected Secretary, sir, Sajjan Singh R. Chavan, IAS Secretary to the Honorable Governor. We thank all our guests for being part of this wonderful evening and for your wonderful suggestions. Thank you, sir. We now humbly request all our dignitaries to kindly rise up for the national song Vande Mataram, followed by national anthem.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaja Sheetalam, Shashya Shamala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajotsa Pulakitayamini, Fullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadura Bhashini, Sukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Koti Koti Kanta Kala Kala Ninada Karale, Koti Koti Buje Drita Kar Karwale, Ke Bole Ma Tumi Abole, Bahubaladarinim Namami Tarinim, Ripudalawarinim Mataram, Vande Mataram. Tumi Vidya, Tumi Dharma, Tumi Kriti, Tumi Marma, Tvam hi pranaha sharire, Bahute Tumi ma shakti, Hridaye Tumi ma bhakti, Tomare pratima ghati mandire mandire, Vande Mataram. Tvam hi Durga dasha praharana darinim, Kamalam Kamaladala viharinim, Vani Vidya dayinim, Namami Tvam, Namami Kamalam Amalam, Atulam, Sujalam, Sufalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shyamalam, Sharalam, Sushmita, Bhushita, Dharanim, Bharanim, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Janaganamana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata, Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga, Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga, Uchala Jaladi Taranga, Tava Shubha Name Jahe, Tava Shubha Ashisha Mange, Gahe Tava Jaya Gata, Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidata, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Thank you all. We humbly request all of you to join us for the dinner. Elaborate arrangements have been made at the lawn. So we need more ideas from you. So we would like to invigorate you with the lovely treat. We request you to join us for the lunch at elaborate arrangements have been made at the main lawn. We request you to join us there. Dignitaries, kindly join us at the main lawn, where you can discuss more about a future Viksit Bharat and what Tamil Nadu can do more with more energy. So we request you to join us for the lunch, for the dinner at the main lawn. Namaskaram, sir. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. ஐயா வணக்கம் நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா சார்? Thank you, thank you. My colleague, reaching போனேன் please. சாப்பிட்டுட்டு போங்க.
கண்டிப்பா கண்டிப்பா அசோசியேஷன்ல வந்து நேம் மாறி வந்து எதுக்கு இந்த நேம்ல போறோம்
அப்படி சரிங்க சார்
அப்டேட் பண்ணோம் பாஸ்கர்
ரைட்டுங்க சார் நான் கொடுத்துட்றேன் நான் அங்கே ஜிஎஸ்ஓ ஆஃபீஸில் நான் வந்து கொடுத்துட்டு
ஏன்னா லாஸ்ட் டைமே எங்கள் லாஸ்ட் இதுக்கே இண்டிபெண்டன்ஸ் டே அப்பயே நாங்கள் போட்டோம்
இல்லை நான் அங்கே ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணிட்டு நான் அப்டேட் பண்ணேன் கண்டிப்பாக நான் சொல்லுவேன் தேங்க்யூ சார் தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் கமிங் ப்ளெஷர் ஹேவிங் யூ ஹியர் சார் ப்ளெஷர் ஹேவிங் யூ ஹியர்
We are invited once again for our Rath Yatra on 16th